Hello. In this part of lesson 1, we will start discussing the case of moving objects. In fact, the first part of physics, which is called dynamics, is the study of motion. Now, what does motion mean? How do you know if an object is moving? Is there any way to tell if one object is moving and another object is not moving? What is the test of motion? Alright, let's have a look. Well, we see moving objects all around us and we think we know what motion means. Do you really know what motion means? Alright, consider a football player running with a ball. Alright, the question is the ball moving? The football player has the ball on him and he is running. Now, is the ball moving? Well, it depends on who looks at the ball and from where. Now, the runner, the football player, looks at the ball and says, "The ball is with me, I don't see the ball moving." Does he see the ball moving? No, but a spectator on the gallery says, "I can see the ball moving. I saw the ball was at this point some time ago, and after some time I saw the ball at another point." The only way the ball can change from one point to another point is that it moved. So, you see, the football player looks at the ball and says, "I don't see it moving." But a spectator looks at the ball and says, "Yes, I saw it moving." Now, an object may appear to be moving to one person, whereas it may not appear to be moving for another person. Now, when you sit on your chair, you say that you are not moving. But suppose there is a person on Mars. What does he see? He sees you going around the sun at a neck-breaking speed. He says you are really moving. Then the spinning of the earth makes you go round and round. You are actually moving. But you say you are not moving. Now, is motion a complicated phenomenon? Well, you see, motion is a complicated phenomenon. I want you to have a look at an animation. I will be showing you many animations and illustrations, and all of them are taken from the web. I would like to acknowledge here that none of them belongs to me. They are all taken from the web, which are available for public, and they are available for use in the classroom. So let's take a look at one of them. This animation is taken from NTNU website. I want you to watch the various objects in motion here. There is a river flowing down. There are boats in the river, a raft in the river which is not powered. The boats are powered. These are simply rafts which runs with the river. There is a man walking on the river bank. Now look at the river bank. There are bushes and plants on the river bank, and if you look at them, you know if the bank is moving or not. So there are many things moving in here. Alright, now we are looking from outside and see all these things. Tell me, what will be the kind of motion you will see if you jump into the river? If you look from the river, all you need to do here is take your mouse into the river and click there. Well, you can see I am now looking from the river. What do you see? The river bank is moving backward, and the boats seem to have slowed down. And what happened to the raft? The raft is at rest. Can you tell me what's happening here? Some time ago, when we looked from outside the river, we saw the river moving, the river bank at rest. Now when you look from the river is at rest, the river bank is moving backward. Where's the man going? You see, the person on the river bank is moving west now. Previously he was moving east. Alright, now tell me what happens if I go and observe from the boat. I'm now going to go into the boat and see what happens now. When you look from the boat is at rest. The river bank is now going backward at a tremendous speed. Look at the river. What is the direction of flow of the river now? The river is flowing backward. Isn't it amazing? Motion is such a crazy thing. You see? So, who is moving and in what direction depends on who looks from where. Alright, let's go to the river bank and look from there. Can you tell me, what do you expect when you look from the river bank? Alright, let's go to the river bank. There you are. When you are on the river bank, you see the river bank at rest. The man on the river bank is moving east. Can you see him moving east? Well, he will come on the screen very soon. There he is. He is moving east. On the boat, the river is flowing down. You can see those yellow things there. The boat, you can see the raft. The motion of the raft actually indicates the motion of the flow of the river. Okay, now, did you get it right? What happens if I now go and sit on the shoulders of the man and then observe from there? In other words, make that man the observer. There you are. The man is now, I'm looking from the shoulders of the man. What do I see? I see the river bank going west. Well, I see the river flowing, well, not as fast as it was before. Is that right? And the man is now at rest. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it for you to play around with. This is a very interesting phenomenon to study motion. What does it tell you? It tells you that motion is relative. It depends on who looks at from where. This now leads us to the concept of frame of reference. Well, the motion of an object depends on who the observer is and where is the observer stationed. What is a frame of reference? A frame of reference is where the observer is stationed. When I look from here, I'm in the classroom and I see all my students sitting on their chairs. And I say, from the frame of reference of the classroom, my students are at rest. From the frame of reference of the classroom, my students see me walking. You see that? But from the frame of reference of the planet Mars, my students are moving. You see, frame of reference is a place from where you make observations. In the frame of reference of the river bank, the person is moving to the right. In the frame of reference of the river, the person is moving to the left. Now, what is the motion of the river when observed from the boat? You remember when observed from the boat, what is the motion of the river? You saw the river moving backward. In the frame of reference of the boat, the person in the river bank is moving west. But the person on the bank says he is walking east. Now look at the confusion here. the person on the riverbank says, well, I'm walking east. But a person watching that person on the bank from the boat says, no, you are going west. Who is right? Well, in fact, both are right. They are right in their own frames of reference. So an object is at rest or in a state of motion with respect to a reference frame. In order to study the motion of an object, we need to define the reference frame. That is very important. An object observed to be at rest in one frame of reference may be moving when observed from another frame of reference. Well, that brings us to